Once upon a time, there was a donkey grazing in the fields one evening. His owner, after a long day of hard work, was resting peacefully in his small hut. Suddenly, the donkey heard a strange sound coming from the bushes, as if someone was approaching. Before the donkey could react or alert his owner with a bray, a man emerged from the bushes. This man was a thief. He quickly tied a rope around the donkey's mouth to silence him and led him away. The thief took the donkey far away to a grim place where donkeys were forced to work relentlessly. It was a dreadful place littered with the remains of dead donkeys. The donkey saw other donkeys being subjected to harsh labor. The owner of this place was a cruel man who mercilessly beat the donkeys and provided them with just enough food to keep them alive. The donkey quickly realized that life here would be unbearably harsh and that death might be his only escape. At first, he tried to run away several times, but each attempt ended in failure. Whenever he was caught, the cruel men would beat him savagely. His body bore numerous scars from the abuse. After enduring repeated punishment and cruelty, the donkey gave up on the idea of escaping. He lost all hope of freedom and accepted that the rest of his life would be spent in this miserable place. However, the donkey didn't know that fate had other plans for him. One day, the gate of the compound broke and couldn't be closed properly. The gate needed repairs. All the donkeys were tied up with iron chains, but since this donkey had grown weak, his chains had loosened over time. The open gate was perhaps his last chance at freedom, but the fear of being caught and beaten held him back. He knew that if he were captured, the punishment would be brutal. As the donkey stood there, hesitating, a white bird with snow-like feathers and sparkling eyes flew down from the sky. The bird, perched on a nearby tree, had been observing everything. It said to the donkey, "How can you let such a golden opportunity slip away?" The bird's words filled the donkey with courage and determination. With newfound hope, the donkey decided to make his escape. Freeing himself from the loose chains didn't take much effort. Gathering all his strength, he bolted toward the open gate. The donkey ran with every ounce of energy he had, and the white bird flew alongside him. The guards noticed the fleeing donkey and immediately mounted their horses to chase him. Suddenly, a heavy rainstorm began, and the wind turned into a raging tempest. The donkey felt as though nature itself was against him. The downpour blurred his vision, and the path became slippery with water and mud. Running became increasingly difficult. Weakened from overwork and lack of proper food, the donkey felt utterly exhausted. Tears welled up in his eyes as he cried out in despair, "I can't do this. I can't go any further." The white bird encouraged him, saying, "Don't give up. Keep going just a little longer. Freedom is within your reach." The bird's words were like a beacon of hope for the donkey. Through the storm and the treacherous, slippery path, the donkey relied on the bird's companionship to keep moving forward. The bird repeatedly assured him, "You're almost there. Don't lose heart." The guards, however, were closing in fast. Just then, the rain stopped abruptly and the donkey could suddenly see clearly. To his astonishment, he realized he had unknowingly run all the way back to his old owner's field. The donkey gathered the last of his remaining strength. Freedom was now within his reach. With all his might, he started running again. The guards chasing after him realized they could no longer catch him, so they turned back. The donkey's owner came running and embraced him lovingly. The white egret also landed nearby, sitting beside the donkey on the ground. The donkey looked at the bird, smiled, and said, "This was all possible because of you. Your encouragement gave me the strength to find my freedom today. If it weren't for you, I would have given up long ago." The egret smiled and replied, "When you were stuck in the storm and the heavy rain, you couldn't see clearly. But from up in the sky where I was flying, I could see everything. I saw that you were on the right path. I knew that just a little further ahead, the storm would end, the weather would clear, and from there, your home would be within reach. That's why I kept telling you to hold on a little longer and keep running, because from the sky, I could see what you couldn't in that moment." Friends, this story teaches us that even in the toughest of times, there is always a ray of hope if we refuse to give up. Bad luck can only stop you if you stop moving forward. It also reminds us that no matter how severe the storm may be, a time will come when it passes. And when it does, you'll see your path and your destination clearly. So, if you are going through challenges or stuck in the middle of a storm, take this advice. Don't give up. Keep trying and keep moving forward. Trust that a better life, your destination, is just a little farther away. You might not see it yet, but believe that this storm will end, and your destination will appear before you. Every day in life, learn something new, think something new, and do something new. Keep moving forward and never lose hope. If you like this story, please like and share and subscribe the channel for next video. See you in next video. Stay happy.